Does it really even make sense to have a champion dog anymore? Like, I mean, I'm just asking that question because some people have beautiful dogs, you know, real beautiful dogs, straight back feet, straight back legs, feet straight, you know, front legs, match the back legs. He ain't got a high rear, nice eyes, no little bitty nose, you know, not 14 inches. You know what I mean? Some people just got real beautiful dogs. Then you got people with the train wreck dogs. And the train wreck dogs come in most of the time. They do place. They do place, you know. So it's like almost a question that I have to ask is, does it even make sense to even have a champion dog anymore? Does a champion dog mean anything? Like, why would you have a grand champion dog and take that dog up in there, you know, to see if he could get to beat these other dogs? But this dog that he's going up against is a pretty messed up dog. You know, and then on top of that, sometimes the pretty messed up dogs win. Sometimes they win. You know, and it's like, does it really make sense to have a champion dog anymore? Does it? I mean, the classes have become so separated, so different. And then in some sections, they don't even look out for the classes. The classes aren't the same. You have some dogs deserving of every single championship they win. But when you get a 14-inch dog with mass that comes into the show ring and it steps on a dog that's 17 inches with no mass, just a nice build, because, you know, before the mass came out, the build was already there. You know, the bully on steroid things, you know, that was already there. So when you get a dog 14 inches with mass and he's just bulldog in the face and everything, does that dog supposed to beat the dogs that were here first, the 17-inch dogs? Is that dog supposed to beat? I mean, to me, period, to be truthful, you can't sit here and champ out no extreme dog over dogs that were here first. This is the reason why I say, do your championships even matter? You send a dog up in there, and he's an extreme, and he beats old school dogs. How? How does he beat an old school dog? What are you looking for when you decide your champions? Completely, what are you looking for? I just would like to know, what would you be looking for when you decide your champions? Or you decide your grand champions? What would you be looking for? Because most of the time, all the dogs in there look the same. All the dogs look the same. And that's a good thing. Until you start looking at their heights. They differ. Very, very, very bad and dramatically. And how can you even say he's a champion or a grand champion if most of them probably in some shape, form, or fashion go against the standard? Are you know, do some judges even tell the truth about judging the dogs anymore? Are you just picking a dog that you like? Because it's just a question I want to ask. Like, what makes a dog a champion now? What makes a dog a grand champion now? What makes these dogs champions and grand champions when they sometimes go against the standards? That's a question that needs to be asked, and sometimes it deserves an answer. When they go against the standards, what makes them deserve to be a champion? When you got a dog coming in there looking like Golden Child, he's a very beautiful dog. Golden Child is a very beautiful dog, but he is so small. A 14-inch dog. This is the new bully. This 14-inch dog. This is the new American bully. This 14-inch dog. Golden Child is a very beautiful dog, but that is not a... You can look at this dog and tell that he too has some bulldog in him. He too has bulldog in him. I mean, if the dog has bulldog in him, do you still, and you can see the bulldog in the dog, do you still label the dog a champion? If the dog has bulldog in it and you can see the bulldog in it, do you still label this dog a champion? Because that's sometimes what it look like it's being. You labeling these dogs champs, and they're not that. I'm not going to sit here and tell nobody that your dog don't deserve to be a champion. Your dog deserves to be a champion just as much as anybody else's dog deserves to be a champion. Your dog very much deserves to be a champion if it fits the standard. Once the dog goes against the standard and somebody says something about Golden Child, or somebody says something about Trapzilla because they going against the standard at 14 inches. The males aren't supposed to be 14 inches, but these dogs are, and these are the dogs you breeding to. And I like both of them. I can't lie. See, it make it seem like you don't like the dogs when you say something about them. You know, oh no, why you got my name in your mouth type shit. Nobody got your name in their mouth, right? But when you look at a dog and the standard says that it's supposed to be a 17-inch standard to a dog right here, and this dog weighs in at 14 inches, standing here at 14 inches, something wrong. Something wrong. Somebody going against the standard, and somebody is not obeying the standard. You can't sit here and declare a dog a champion because you like it, even though that's what's happening nowadays. You know, ever since long time ago when they said Mr. Beans got declared a champion because people liked him. I ain't saying that they declared him a champion because people liked him. I'm just saying it's been going on like that a long time. Remember when Mr. Beans was out there and people was saying he only made champion because who he belonged to? Yeah. He only made champion because he was so-and-so's dog. He only made champion because, you know, they paid. Yeah, and some of the judges be getting paid. Is that what's going on with these 14-inch dogs that are against the standard? What makes your dog a grand champion or a champion anymore? How do you know if your dog is a champion or a grand champion? How? How can you tell your dog is a champion or a grand champion anymore? That's the only thing I would like to know right now. How can you tell if your dog is a champion or a grand champion anymore? If you constantly going against a standard. If you constantly going against a standard, the standard is never being met. You're not true to your religion. You're not true to the game right now. You're not being true. And we can all see you're not being true. I mean, when your dog step in there and it look more like a bulldog, and then the whole damn dog and just turned over completely. You know what I'm saying? The whole damn dog just turned over completely. But I know one thing. There's a lot of dogs that's walking up in there talking about they some grand champions, and they shouldn't be, because they can't even, really, they ain't even athletic. You call yourself an American bully, and it ain't even an athletic dog. I ain't talking about nobody's dog. I ain't finna point out no more dogs, because I could point out dogs all night long that are pretty dogs but don't fit the standard. They are very pretty dogs but don't fit the standard. So a lot of these extremes, people that's breeding extremes, what y'all need to do is read the fucking standard. Start going by it. You got K2, you got K4, you got K3. I ain't never seen K1. I ain't never seen that dog at all. I ain't never seen K1. I ain't never seen the first K. But look at all the rest of the Ks, and look how short they are. And look how they look. Look how they look. You got people are breeding to these dogs, and they love the breedings. But they need to understand that you just bred your American bully to something totally different. A lot of people was sitting around before they bred the K4. We seen the size of your dogs before you bred the K4. Then you went to bred to K4, and your dogs got shorter and wider. That had to be a new gene that you introduced into your line that you didn't have before. You go get China Boy, you breed the China Boy, and your dogs get shorter and wider. That had to be a new gene that you introduced into your dogs, because your dogs wasn't getting shorter and wider before. They wasn't doing that, okay? I mean, some of y'all need to stay out the cannabis store, because I heard the cannabis store is giving people messed up weed. You know what I'm saying? I heard they putting fentanyl on the weed. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of y'all doing this crazy shit must be going to the cannabis store, getting your tree. Stay out the cannabis store and grow your own pot, man. Okay? Stay out the cannabis store and grow your own pot. That shit is fucking with y'all brains and making some of you dudes grow boobs on some real nigga shit. But we getting back to them dogs, okay? Yeah, when you see dogs, you know what I mean? Like the watchdog that was implemented in the American Bully program by Dave Wilson. And none of these dogs out here look like they have the size of a watchdog, which Dave put in there. See, Dave Wilson was the one that put the watchdog in there. So you can't tell us, you know, what we saw. Shit. You can't tell us what we saw after he did what he did, put that watchdog in there and put that band dog in there. Now, y'all, what the hell you done put in there to make the car go back small again? Why the dog done went back small? I don't understand. And then they supposed to be some 16, 17 inches for the girls. Or, you know, what is that, for the boys? I don't know. I don't even know the standard just memorized like that for these extreme dogs that are not fitting the standard. 14-inch extreme dogs, that's against the standard. It is. It's totally against the standard. Yet and still, Demon Boy is the new face of the bully. So this is what we making bullies look like now. So you can't complain about shit. It don't matter what you breed a bully to now. It's all good. It's all good, man. It's all good. At first they try to say Edge is dead. Edge is dead. I got videos talking about Edge is dead, but I don't believe that shit. I got videos talking about Edge is dead, but I don't believe that shit. Never did. How am I gonna believe that when that's the only bully that I know? That's the only bully I know. Is Razor's Edge. Shit, the only dog that had puppies that look the same every time they have puppies is the Razor's Edge. The only dog that don't come out with all them desirable colors like y'all coming out with is the Razor's Edge. The only dog that keep the perfect, pretty eyes is the Razor's Edge. They keep them eyes, man. Them almond-shaped eyes. They love them. Then y'all want to go paint it blue with your Cane Corso. You throwing your dogs up in there left and right, and we ain't supposed to be able to see this. Oh, I see it. I see it. And there's a lot of dogs that's getting their names called because we can see what you've done. Some people like it. Some people don't. Some people like it. Some people don't. And you know what? The American Bully is all about jumping on the bandwagon anyway. Ain't nobody trying to create no one American bully. The community ain't trying to create no one American bully. They trying to create the next best thing. That's what this game is about. It's creating the next best thing. Not creating the dog. The dog done been fucked up. From what Dave made has been completely fucked up. It is not what Dave made. And Dave wasn't the only one putting this in. It was the whole, you know, Elite Edge, Razor's Edge community. You know, he had help. He had help. About to toot on some of these Skittles. Y'all better stay up out that damn cannabis store and get you some real tree, man. Shit. Stay up out that fucking cannabis store. Grow your own shit. Yeah. Yeah, he had help. He had help. The EE was there. You know? It was a whole lot of people helping breed the bully, and it wasn't 14 inches. Damn dog actually knew how to swim. You take these dogs nowadays to the water and they just sink. They fall straight down. They fall straight down and they look like hippopotamus is running on the bottom of the damn pool because they can't swim to the top. So they look like a hippopotamus trying to get to the ladder so they could come out. That's a whole totally different dog than what the Razor's Edge and the Elite Edge and everybody created. So yeah, that fucking dog got some bulldog in it. And how do you know if it's a champion dog? Is a band dog a champion dog? Since they were in the American Bully first. Is a she-pound in the American Bully dog? I mean, sooner or later, you're going to hear they had she-pound in the dog. And, you know what I mean? We just took it off the papers because nobody liked it. The she-pound. Nobody wanted their dogs to look like a she-pound. So we took them off the papers. You know what I'm saying? Crazy nigga shit. Sometimes I just be tripping and venting on this shit. Crazy nigga shit. You know, we already had, you know, these kind of dogs in there, and then we took them off the papers. The community didn't like the dog that we had because it wasn't no fucking bully. It wasn't no pit bull. It was some shit you was trying to throw in there, so the community didn't like it. Point blank. Ain't nobody had no fucking Merle dog back in the 90s that you could show. I mean, ain't nobody had that kind of dog. I ain't had no Merles in the 90s. But all of a sudden, we got the Merles because, you know, the community wants the Merles. They love the Merles. We had to put them back on the paper. They were here once before, but we're going to put them back on the paper. Oh, man, this ain't sounding right. This ain't sounding right. You know what I mean? So the dog is just like this. You take the dog and you create the dog how you want the dog to look. There, you know what I mean? That's not how it's supposed to go. The dog was already put together. It was called the Razor's Edge. And the whole dumb community said, no, he's not the face of the Razor's Edge. Why wouldn't he be the face of the Razor's Edge? Why wouldn't he be the face of the bully? I mean, he was the first bully. So you're going to take the first bully, remake it, and now China Boy is the face of the bully? Huh? Is that where we're going with it? Come on, man. Y'all just got through saying Beans and Magoo was the face of the bully. Although China Boy looks like Beans and Magoo. And Demon Boy. And any other extreme you decide to throw out there, he looks like that motherfucker too. You know what I'm saying? Everybody and their mama hate the Notorious Juan Gotti now. Everybody and their mama hates the Notorious Juan Gotti. When he was the dog everybody wanted. Now nobody wants Juan Gotti. Can't stand Juan Gotti. Wish I would see a dog come out my litter looking like Juan Gotti. I'ma throw his ass away. That's what most people are saying. Wish I would. Wish I would see a dog come out my litter looking like the Notorious Juan Gotti. I'd throw that damn dog away. I wish I would look in my litter and see a dog looking like a gray line dog. His ass going straight to the dog pound. Yeah, that's what most of these people say. I wish the fuck I would. Go up in there and see my dog looking like a gray line dog. I'ma throw his ass away. Okay? Yeah, that's what's being said. But we could go in there and look at the dog look like China Boy. China Boy a pretty dog. I'm not clowning China Boy at all. I'm just saying, that ain't where the bully come from. I know. It's not where the bully come from. I know that's not where the bully come from. You know, the bully comes from some real confident and historical dogs. Powerhouses. Dogs that be ready to get it in. But nowadays, hey man, what is you hollering? What is you hollering, bro? Bruh. Hey man, come on man. We can't have no chicken over here, dog. Go on back to your No, go on back to your spot, bro. Yeah, man, this is the birds look like they ready to attack a nigga, man. I'm finna get on. Hold up. Quit creeping, homie. Back up. Back the fuck up, homie. I'm talking for real. Back up. Back up. And I'm serious. Yeah, man. No, I'm just fucking with you. We ain't scared of the chickens over here at Face the Bully, man. They getting hyphy. That's 14 inches for you right there on the ground. They must like this music that I'm talking over here about these dogs, man. It's real about these dogs. You have to talk about these dogs. We have to let it be known that some people still love these dogs. And we don't want to see people fucking them up. Now we see you fucking it up and we say something about it. Hey man, ain't nobody talking about you. Ain't nobody hating on you. Just trying to put it in your head, man. Put it back on your mind that the dog never went that way. What you doing is doing something brand new. And right about now, just like I said, the face of the bully is what you make it. If it ain't a razor's edge, it really ain't a bully. Okay, if it ain't a razor's edge, it's really not a bully. But right now, the face of the bully is what you make it. Does any of these dogs deserve to be a champion or a grand champion? Why? Why? What makes him a champion? What makes him a grand champion? He don't do shit. He barely can walk around the ring. You gonna make that a champion? What makes him a champion? He don't do shit. Face the bully.